Hey Primary 1, you most welcome to this news lesson. Get ready for it, settle wherever you are. But before we begin off the lesson, let us first stand up. We put our hands apart, together, apart, together, apart, together. Put your hands down. Clap once, clap twice, clap once, clap twice. It's time for news, it's time for news. Hey, how we go? It's time for news, it's time for news, it's time for news. Hey, how we go? It's time for news. Now, it is time for news. It is time for news. But before we begin the lesson, let us listen to the news. Are you ready to listen to the news? Sure? Are you ready for the news? Okay. News. You say, yes, please tell us the news. News. You say, yes, please tell us the news. When I was coming to school this morning, I met a very big dog. This dog was crossing the road. It was crossing the road. When it was crossing like this, it came a boda person. This boda man was riding his boda at the highest speed. Now, when this dog was coming to cross, also the boda man was coming at the highest speed. Do you know what happened? The boda man knocked the dog down. When the boda man saw that he had knocked the dog down, he looked at the dog and then he ran. He left the dog when it is dying down there. Now, there was some men coming. When they saw the dog down, it was bleeding in the nose, in the ears. So they felt pity. Because this dog had died. So they said, now what should we do? Because the boda man had already gone. So these men, they felt bad. They carried this dog and they took it to bury it. Now, after burying the dog, they came and they said, now what should we do? What should we do? Now they waited. They waited to see that this boda man will come back. They sat, they waited. The boda man could not come back because this boda man feared, because they were going to kill him. Now, when it was evening, he thought that the men who were there waiting for him, they had gone home. Yet these people said, we are going to sleep here waiting for that man to come. Now, when it was coming to evening, day at 6, this man came back. Because this man had to go back to his home. Now, he came. When he came, these men stood up. They got this man. After getting this man, they asked him, why did you kill the dog? And after killing the dog, you decided to run. Don't you know that God told us not to kill? Remember this God God. It is this dog is a God's creature. It is God who created it, who told you to kill. Now they got this man. After getting him, they took him to the police station. After taking this man to the police station, they left him there, and this boda man slept there at the police station. For them, they went back home after doing what they are supposed to do. So they did the right thing to take that person to the police station. Because this person, if he was sorry, he could not run away. But this man was not sorry for this dog. That's why these people decided to take him to the police station. So they left him there, and for them, they went back home. So that is the end of our news today. Now, we are going to have our lesson for today. But before we go there, last time we talked about the activities done in the community. We say there are very many activities that people do in the community, because we talked about that these activities, people do them, and after that they get money. So we talked about the activity of treating. Now, when people treat, they get money. We also talked about this activity of teaching. Teaching, like me here, I'm teaching, and after here, I'll earn money, I'll get cash. So that's why people go and teach. So another activity was selling things or trading. So when you do trading or selling things, you can get money. You can get money. Another activity is sweeping. As I told you that when you sweep, or when you meet those people along the road, when they are sweeping the road, these people are going to get money. There are other activities, but we cannot list them all. We are just reminding ourselves about the activities that people do in the community to get money. So that was previously work. So now let us have a new thing. And what we are going to look at, we shall look at ceremonies in the community. So we shall have to look at the ceremonies in the community. With ceremonies, we have this word here, ceremonies. Ceremonies. If they are many, we call them ceremonies. If it is one, we call it ceremony. So we can either say ceremony or ceremonies. So we are going to talk about many. What if we have to talk about many? We call them ceremonies. Now, let's spell the word ceremonies. It is C-E-R-E-M-O-N-I-E-S. The word is ceremonies. The word is ceremonies. So they are ceremonies that people do in the community. People come together. They celebrate something, or they mourn together. They mourn when they are together. You find a group of people coming together in a certain function. They sit together. If sorrow, they go together. Even if it is happiness, they also come together. So those are the ceremonies that people come up with in the community. Different ceremonies. You can find someone dancing because they are enjoying the ceremony. So now, let us have the first ceremony in the community. We have this one. Burial ceremony. Everybody? Burial ceremony. The word burial is here. We spell it B-U-R-I-A-L. With this ceremony, people come together. If someone is dead, they come together. They begin mourning. You can find some people crying. They feel sorry. They feel sorry to one another. That is a ceremony. You find that it's someone who has lost a mother, someone has lost a father. So other people in the community, they come together to comfort this person who has lost someone. So they come together to comfort that person, and they take that person to bury him or her. They come up. Some of the people, more so in the villages, they come with food to bring to that person who has lost someone. They come with money. They come with different things. Some of them bring firewood, and others bring in water, because this person who has lost someone cannot do that on her own. You come together to comfort this person, because this person needs to feel at home. We also have another ceremony, and that is wedding ceremony. Wedding ceremony. With wedding ceremony, people come up. A girl or a young woman with a young boy or with a gentleman, they come together. They go to church. When the woman has dressed in a white dress, smartly dressed, they go. When they are marching, this one is a man, this one is a woman. They march, and they go to church for their wedding. Now, these are the people in the community. They come to celebrate. They come to celebrate for them, because they have decided to wed themselves. They have decided to go to church. So you can see, like, your mother and your father, they had a wedding. And after having the wedding, did you enjoy? Did you eat food? Did you eat a cake? You ate a cake. So now, if you ate a cake, then you are nice. So you have to thank your mother, because mommy and daddy, they decided to do it. You can clap them. You give them one clap. Good. So we have this one, wedding. Let us spell the word wedding. It is W-E-D-D-I-N-G. That is wedding, and we call it wedding ceremony. Wedding ceremony. Now, we also have the third one here, and that is, let us first see this one before we go on that one. We have introduction. Introduction ceremony. Introduction. Everybody, introduction. We spell the word introduction. I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-T-I-O-N. introduction ceremony. It is also a function, or it is also it is also where people come and meet one another. Like your sister can meet her boyfriend, and your sister decides to take that boyfriend of hers to your parents or to your mother and your father. In most cases, they first take them to Senga. They take them to Senga. After taking them to Senga, they decide to come together as a group to thank the Sengas for having brought up this girl very well. So you can find people celebrating, taking sodas, eating cakes. Now, your sister will come out from the house, from the main house of your father, when she has dressed up smartly in a goddess, when she is very smart. In most cases, with the introduction, they use goddesses or mishanana or other attires, depending to your culture. If your culture uses goddesses, you also use a goddess. And there are some cultures which use mishanana. There are some cultures which use itengi. And the men will come in kanzus with a coat. They put them on and they look smart. So they come. This boy or a man will be taken to the mother or the father of the girl to see him and to know him. That is it, introduction. So you can find that your sister introduced someone. Your sister Jennifer has introduced James. Don't you see? So, but that one is done when you are big, after you going to school. Now, we also have a fourth one. We also have a fourth one, and that is child naming. Child naming. Child naming. Everybody, child naming. We spell the word child naming. CHILDNAMING. Child naming. With this one, as soon as your mother has given birth to a baby, if this baby is a baby girl, that mother of yours will take the baby girl or the baby boy to the grandmother or the grandfather, the grannies, to the grannies. After taking them there, they will give the baby a name. If that baby is a baby girl, that girl will be given the name Namuteli. After being given this name, they will make some arrangements and people come to celebrate for the birth of the child. And we also have another one, and that is baptism. Baptism, everybody. Baptism. And we call it baptism ceremony. Like you. Some of you, they have just baptized you. When they take you to church, the Reverend Father will put a white cloth on your head. Now, after doing all that in church, you will see Mommy buying a cake, buying everything, preparing or cooking some food for people to eat, and preparing even drinks. Immediately you come from church, they will take you home, or they will take you to go in the hotel to celebrate the baptism of the child, because this child has been baptized by the Reverend Fathers. So let us spell the word baptism. It is B-A-P-T-I-S-M. So the word remains baptism, and we call it baptism ceremony. We have another one, and that is circumcision. 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 Circumcision ceremony. Circumcision ceremony. So, circumcision ceremony. Everybody, circumcision ceremony. We spell the word. It is C-I-R-C-U-M-C-I-S-I-O-N. The word remains circumcision. So we say circumcision ceremony. So this one is also as a big ceremony that people practice in the community. Now, with this ceremony, you can find that people gather. They gather at home and they dance. They dance around the village, like most of those people who come from Mbale. Those people know. They know how this circumcision is practiced or is done. You can find that the boy, when the boy grows up, something like 7 years there, 7 and above, you can find that this person is going to be circumcised. They will take you, they make some arrangements, they make beer, marwa, they call it marwa. They make different types of alcohol. They get oats, they get everything. Now they will bring this boy. When they have dressed up this boy smartly, and this boy will go on dancing for people, dancing because he's preparing to be circumcised. And they move around, and most of you, when you hear them, you keep on following them like that. And after reaching there, you say, I have to go back home. But by the time you say that you want to go back at home, it will be late. Most of you even get lost. That's why I don't encourage young people, you as girls, to follow up these people. You need them to practice their occasion or their function, because for them they know how to do it. But for you as a young child, you cannot. So after they bring up this boy to circumcise him. And after that boy will become a man. As young as he is, he becomes a man, a real man. So people from Mbale, I salute you. I know that you enjoy this so much. Okay? So that is it. Circumcision. That is circumcision. So these are some of the ceremonies that people do in the community. Okay. We are going to read it through here. Ceremonies in the community. The first one, burial ceremony. Another one, wedding ceremony. Another one, introduction ceremony. We have child naming. We have baptism ceremony. We have circumcision ceremony. So these are some of them. We cannot list all of them. So we say the list is endless. This is enough for you for today. So you have to learn these ceremonies people do in the community. Now, that is about ceremonies. Now, we are going to have also the important places in the community. Important places in the community. Important places in the community. So, let us have the important places in the community. So, in the community, we have got different important places. The important places, these are places whereby people cannot go without. If these places are not there, people cannot feel good, cannot stay. You can even find that people are dying because some of these important places are not there. For example, the hospital. With the hospital, people cannot go without a hospital, because with the hospital is where people are treated from. So we have the first one is the hospital. Hospital, everybody. Hospital. Say the word hospital. We spell the word hospital. H-O-S-P-I-T-A-L. The word is hospital. With the hospital, people cannot do without a hospital, because if the hospital is not there, you can find that people are dying. People are dying because there is no hospital. Can you get medicine without a hospital? Can you be treated without a hospital? No. So, a hospital is a very important place in the community, and here is where people are treated from. We also have a very good important place in the community, and that is schools. With the schools, these ones are very important. Now, you see this time of COVID, people are suffering outside there because all schools are closed. All schools are closed. Don't you see that? People are suffering. People are dying because they are outside there. They have nothing to do because schools are not there. And if schools were not there, will you get some knowledge? No, but you get the knowledge from school after being taught by teachers. So we have schools. Schools or school. With the schools, these are very important places in the community. We also have another one, and those are saloons. 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 We spell it saloons. S-A-L-O-N-S. Saloons. The word is saloons. Now with the saloons is where we go and make this hair. You go and then shave off your hair. Those are saloons. That's why you look at mommy and you say, mommy was smart, because mommy went to the saloon to make her hair. So we also have another one here. Another important place, those are lakes. With the lakes is where people get fish. People go there for leisure. borders of the lake. And if you want to eat fish, fish is got from lakes. We also have a very important place, that is church. Church, everybody, church. We spell the word church, C-H-U-R-C-H. The word is church. We have another one, and that is mosque. Hey, like our friends, the Muslims, they have to go to the mosque for Juma, to have Juma. And with the Christians, they go to church for prayers. So, we spell the word mosque. It is M-O-S-Q-U-E. The word is mosque. We have another one. We have another